Hello guys and welcome to the match preview of the upcoming Leicester City versus Newcastle game. Now there's a few things that we want to talk about and a few things that might go off subject, but we will talk about that anyway. There's a few things around Leicester as well that we want to talk about, but the first thing we want to talk about is Leicester City versus Newcastle. They head into this game. They head into the game last after we played Southampton with a 1-1 draw at St Mary's Stadium. So hopefully we can do that. Obviously, I'll be live, and obviously, if you're watching it on air, then you'll see it after the game. But just hang on it. So yeah, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. James Maddison will be playing, I think. So hopefully we can see that again. Just trying to find, because that didn't really give us a lot of information, but we will find some more. So obviously we know we have got a few players out of this the game, and it's been out for quite a few weeks. Obviously we've got Harvey Barnes, James Justin. Maddison is not up to full fitness yet, but he is able to play in the matches. Rodgers says he's tried to keep the injured players involved as much as possible so they can return feeling of unity in the squad. So hopefully we will see that, hopefully them coming back in the few weeks' time. Now, switching from football to a sport that probably not many of us watched, or maybe all of us watched, is the snooker final. Now, it was a good match to watch. I obviously watched it myself. It was Sean Murphy against the jester from Leicester, Mark Selby, who managed to win the World Snooker Championship 4 times after he won 18-15 over Sean Murphy on Monday night, putting him on par with the great John Higgins, who has also won for the world title. So it was quite a good game. It was nail biting at the end, but in the end Selby won. But moving over now to a more basic topic that probably all of us have known and all of us have heard, is the European Super League. Now, the match against Manchester City and Liverpool had to be postponed due to fans on the stadium, obviously a great security breach at the Old Trafford. We've just got this up now. Owner, one of the Glaziers, he refused to apologise to fans over the attempt to form a breakaway the European Super League when he was approached by Sky News. He didn't say a word, and that was it. Now, as we all know, it has been a very hard few weeks for football fans to listen to the amount of shit that has to come into some person's mind to be able to do it. Now, we're not going to get all tied up in it. I don't really want to. But the one thing that I do want to do is we want to obviously say a big congratulations as well, if you don't already know, to the women's Leicester City team. They were promoted into their Super League, which is basically like our Premier League, and they lifted their trophy at the King Power. Yeah, so one of the Glazers was confronted in Florida, and he would not say a word. But the Chelsea match is on. and it's 1-0 Chelsea, which means it's 2-1 on aggregate. But there's not really much to say. Now, there is a bit of worry for Leicester because Southampton's boss has explained, why Brendan Rodgers should reject the Tottenham job and stay at Leicester City. Now, that is what the Southampton manager said. It is a very weird topic. We all know, well, probably don't you, but we know that Brendan Rodgers has been offered the Tottenham job as manager there. But Brendan says he has everything he wants at Leicester and has no reason for joining Tottenham Hotspur. But Rodgers continually insisted he's happy at the King Power, but links to the vacant hot seat at Spurs have not gone away. The Northern Irishman now bookmakers' favourite to take over following Jose Mourinho's departure last month. So it is one of them really not raw topics, but we want to get it covered. As he said, he's very happy at Leicester, but will that mean that he'll go somewhere else? And I think if he does, I think that'll be the end of Leicester City. Not internally, but I think it will be. Because Brendan Rodgers has brought so much to this team, and I don't think if he leaves, I don't think Leicester will be the same. Now, he's also said at the moment it's definitely not that easy to be above Man City when you see them playing and see the job Pep does there. I don't see that many teams being competitive over the 38 games. Obviously, we know, it's coming down to the Liverpool-Man U game, which we'll quickly talk over that in just a second. But it is coming closer and closer, one game away from Manchester City, maybe or maybe not being crowned champions of England again. Now, obviously, as we've just said, the game Liverpool-Man U had to be postponed due to a safety outbreak at Old Trafford. The players couldn't even be allowed out of the hotel for 4 hours. That's what we was told. And then they finally managed to get away before the fans came back. But that has been rescheduled. So the game against Leicester City, if I can just get it up, it's been rescheduled to, I think it's the 11th of May, and then the 18th of May we play Chelsea in the semi-final, and then Tottenham as the last match of the season. Now, obviously, we want to talk about the Newcastle game. Now, apparently, 76% of people out of 100 voted that Leicester City are favourite to win, with only 24% saying on that. And also, we will be live on here doing what we do best. Well, obviously not on YouTube, but we're on Twitch, and I'll put it in the description below. But we just want to quickly talk about the predicted team that I think he will be playing on Friday. So we'll just switch over to that now. So, obviously this is the predicted team that I think he will play. I think that obviously Schmeichel is number one key goalkeeper. You can't have nobody else. Back four will stay the same, obviously, because I haven't got no James Justin. But the four in the middle, I do think that might change a bit, because I've always put either Brighton on the right or left, depending on previous games. But it seems that he's playing more of Thomas now. So I've gone with Thomas on the right and Cassagno on the left, and obviously Ndidi and Tielemans in the middle. And I think due to the last game, I think he'll want Maddison up there as a attacking midfield. And I think, obviously, we know Jamie Vardy and Iheanacho will be playing together. They work so well together. But on our last game, in the 3rd of Jan this year, we won 2-1 over Newcastle. I can't get my words out today, guys. Obviously, Leicester sit third with 63 points. Man United on 67, so not that far behind. So if we just quickly work that out. So we need to win 2 games and Manchester United need to drop 2 games and we then will go into second place. Now, I'm not really bothered of where we finish. Obviously, I want to finish in the top 4 to get into Champions League. Obviously, we dropped out at the last game of the season, which I really don't want us to do again. But it's still 1-0 at the Chelsea game. But that is the team that I'm going for. Obviously, I hope we will win. I really do. But it is that a bit of me, that thinks I think we'll throw it away. We'll just have a look on this because he's saying something different. Johnny Evans is fit to face Newcastle on Friday after a scan revealed he had not suffered a tear in his foot. The centre-back, who has scored twice in the last 3 games, was seen hobbling after his equaliser, earned a point at Southampton, obviously last Friday. Just want to see if... Oh, Jesus. Jamie Vardy has also took a knock during the game, prompting his ankle to swell up, but he has also been declared fit. Full-back Ricardo Pereira is also to feature after a few games on the bench. The Portuguese game time has been managed since the return from a 10-month layoff earlier this year. Now, there isn't really much to talk about, but that is the predicted team that I think. Obviously, Schmeichel, Fofana, Sancho, Evans, Castagne and Ndidi, Tielemans, Thomas, Maddison, Vardy and Iheanacho. Now, that's my team. We'll have to wait and see, but if we get any more breaking news, we will go straight on and we'll put another video out there. But from me here and obviously the people who helped me put this together, obviously the behind the scenes of it all, have a good day. We'll see you on Friday around about 7:45 for 8 o'clock kickoff against Southampton. So cheers for that, guys. See you and have a good one.